In minutes, the Chinese ambassador to the U.S. has been telling CGTN's Guan about what he's doing to ease the growing tensions. And Cui Tiankai just talked to you just moments ago. What did he have to tell you?
Well, he came straight from the White House. Ambassador Cui gave a very calm but very firm response. That is, China firmly opposes and strongly condemns this unilateral act. He says China will respond, and when I asked him how will China respond, he said China will respond in kind, on the same scale and intensity that the U.S. levied those tariffs against the Chinese goods. He said the Commerce Ministry in Beijing will make those announcements later today. So for more of the interview, let's take a listen.
We believe this is another step in the wrong direction. This is a unilateralist and protectionist action. We will certainly fight back.
How?
Well, we have measures to be taken in proportion to the U.S. actions and maybe with the same intensity, the same scale. Our Ministry of Commerce will make the announcement very soon, and you will see. I think in today's world, all the economies are closely interconnected, and all the sectors are interconnected. So if something is done to hurt one country's interest in some of the sectors, it will inevitably have negative impact on other economies, on other sectors. Well, China has made tremendous progress in protecting intellectual property rights in the last few decades. This is clear to see, and we are ready to do more. If there's any violation of intellectual property rights in China, we have our laws. We can deal with these cases in accordance with our laws. We are ready to protect the intellectual property rights of American companies, Chinese companies, or companies of any countries. And for so-called forced transfer technology, people have to give us hard evidence how, where, and when these things happen, and we will deal with them. There's no such a national policy for forced transfer of technology. Well, China is such a big country. We have still have the world's largest population. And people have growing needs for better life. So we have to make all these things to meet the needs of the people. This is very legitimate and very natural. Of course, we are doing all this with an open approach. We are opening China's doors wider to the rest of the world. And we hope the global market will also be open to us. We always believe protectionist measures will not actually protect anybody. The fact is, such measures will hurt American farmers, American workers, American business, and American consumers. This is quite clear. That's why there's such a reaction here in the United States. We always stand for consultation and dialogue to address any possible issues between the two countries. And if both sides have the long-term interests of our peoples in mind, the choice is clear. We should intensify our dialogue and consultation and find a win-win solution to any possible problems.
We heard over there from the Chinese ambassador to the United States, a very firm answer there. China will retaliate. The Commerce Ministry will announce the list of the U.S. goods that China will probably levy tariffs for its imports. And actually, as we just spoke, Ambassador Cui is heading back to the embassy. He has a scheduled call with the Secretary of Treasury, Mnuchin, but he did not expect much to come out of that call. He expected that Secretary Mnuchin will explain, will specify what happened, but again, nothing much he expected out of that call.
Yeah, as he said, it's going to hurt both sides and consumers especially. So we'll have to keep our eye on it. Thanks so much, Guan.